Hey YouTube, Jacob with Good To Go Gear, here to do another unboxing type video of a new firearm that I recently acquired. As you can see, most of you gun guys who are familiar with guns know that this is a Glock box. So obviously it's a Glock. This is a Glock 26 Gen 4. Let's go ahead and open it up. I have been in the box already, and you can see there's a piece of tape on my finger. Chamber's open. Just wanted to do a safety check real quick. Empty mag, just had it in the box to show, but it is safety check. So let's see. The gun is empty. Alright, so after doing that review on that Taurus PT-111, my buddy asked me to tape his serial number. I figured it'd be a smart thing for me to do the same to mine, since this firearm actually does belong to me. The Glock 26 Gen 4 comes with 3 10-round magazines, that's always nice to have some magazines that come with your firearm. It comes with a speed loader, which is polymer. It works. I have used them before. It also comes with 4 back straps. This side has like a beaver tail on it, so people say you can get a higher grip up on the gun and it keeps the slide from biting you. It comes in a large and medium. This side is just a back strap extension, help thicken it. Part of the reason I've never bought a Glock 26 before is because the Gen 3s or earlier versions always felt too chunky in the hand, very thick, and I could never get a good grip, what I felt like was a good grip on the gun. The Gen 4 has a oversized magazine release, which is kind of nice. I never had any troubles with the other like regular size on any Glock I ever fired. Something I don't like is you can't get a full grip on the gun. But I've ordered some Pearson grip extenders to put on the base plate of the magazines. Let's go over some specs of the Glock 26 real quick. Let's see. The gun is obviously it's a 9 millimeter. From end to end, lengthwise, it's 6.41 inches. The height is 4.17 inches. It's 1.18 inches thick, which is pretty thin compared to like a 45, unless it's a single stack. It's got a 3.42 inch barrel. The weight is 21.71 ounces empty. It's saying loaded is 26.12 ounces. I think that just depends on what ammo you use. I don't know if that might make a difference or not. It's got a 5.5 pound trigger pull like most Glocks. This is something I didn't know until I looked at the website, but it says it's got basically a 0.5 inch, like half an inch trigger travel. And I hear a lot of people say that Glock rifling in the barrel is polygonal, but everything I've ever read on the other Glock I own, it's a hexagonal rifling. And I know the first Glock I ever got was a Glock 21 SF, because again, it fit my hand better. And I was out shooting it shortly after buying it, and I'm a pretty decent shot, and I was there with my dad and one of his buddies who was an ex-police officer, and one of my buddies. And my buddy's big into 1911s. I don't want to get in the Glock 1911 debate, but he's big into 1911s, and he always tells me, "Oh, my 1911 do everything your Glock can do." Again, I'm not going to get in that argument, but the ex-police officer said, "Hey, go put the." We were at an free outdoor range, and it was a rifle range. It was one of the longer ones. It was a 100-yard range. He's like, "Go put some of these 3 skeet, because you shoot shotguns, whatever you wanted out there." And he's like, "Go put these 3 skeet out there at the back." And I'm like, all right. So I walked out there and put them, and he's like, "I'll shoot at them with your Glock." So me compensating for drop, I aimed above them, and I was hitting above them. The police officer guy was like, "Hey, shoot right at them." And so I aimed right at him, and I was able to hit it at 100 yards, aiming dead on. So that hexagonal rifling, I don't know what it is about it, but it makes it very, very accurate. My buddy, who used his 1911, was like, "I can do that." And I said, "All right, well, aim dead on like I did." And he aimed dead on, and his bullet stopped about 75 yards. You saw him hitting the dirt in front of it. So he had to compensate, and he was able to hit it, but he had to compensate for that drop. So I don't know what it is about that hexagonal rifling, but it does improve the accuracy of the gun. One thing I like about the Glocks over the 1911s is the ease of use. My previous everyday carry gun was a Glock 17. I like the capacity and I like the longer barrel for accuracy. Me being a bigger guy, I've never had any problem carrying it. What I did find with the Glock 17 that I had sold it to get this gun. What I did find with the Glock 17 is that, sometimes I didn't feel like, oh, I don't want to put the holster through my belt, or I don't want to, put it inside the waistband, and, it would just ride in that backpack, or sometimes, just leave the backpack and just run to the store. So I found I wasn't carrying very often, and what I liked about the smaller gun, the pocket gun, was that I carried it every day. Like, I can't carry it at work or on the property at work. Overall, I like the simplicity of use with the Glock. With the Glock 17, I kind of got off topic, but with the Glock 17, I was able to show my wife how to assemble or disassemble and reassemble the gun. I did it 5 times in front of her, just kind of slow. I did it, and after the 5th time, I was like, all right, now you do it. And she wasn't at the time very familiar with firearms, and she wasn't overly comfortable messing with it. But she, I had taught her gun safety, and truthfully, I had a little airsoft gun. I think it's one I used in that video about that Mexpedition pistol bag, so we could shoot it, teach her how to hold a gun, and have her feel comfortable with it, because it wasn't a real gun. And so I got her kind of transition with that. Then I showed her, look, it's just a tool. It has a certain purpose, but it's a tool. And the trigger's already been pulled back. It's clear. But once you clear the trigger, it's that simple to disassemble a Glock. And really, for field stripping or any other purpose that you may have, that's about as far as you need to break a gun down. And so, if you go to the range and you go shooting and whatnot, that's it. I mean, that's all you have to do to clean that firearm. And so that's pretty basic. And so but that's one thing I love about the Glocks. I mean, they're simple. And I recently went to a gunsmith, and while I was there just kind of hanging out, I told him I was looking at different guns, and I like Glocks, and he showed me how to completely, he's like, you got 20 minutes? I was like, yeah. He's like, in 20 minutes I make you, other than being certified, he's like, I make you damn near a certified Glock armorer. And it was kind of cool, because I was able to learn how to completely disassemble the slide, the spring, the firing pin, how to take all this stuff out. I mean, and it's really basic. I don't know if you could do it with this Glock tool, because this is polymer. The one he had was metal. I don't know how. I know this pin was kind of hard to get out, so I don't know if metal would be good or not. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over this with y'all. Hopefully I'll be able to get some range footage of it, and see what y'all think. If y'all have any ideas for any kind of customizations or anything, let me know in the comments. I'm probably not gonna mess with the trigger mechanism, just because they say if you do have to use your everyday carry gun in a self-defense situation, you don't want to have a lot of customizations to make it faster, better, whatever, because it can go bad. And in today's world, truthfully, I mean, I tend to believe it. People paint this with fingernail polish or something, and I know you can get a new back plate. And like I said, I am going to get the grip extensions on the magazines. I don't know. I'll probably run it mostly stock. I might get a new recoil spring, although this one is metal everywhere except the tip. Oh no, I guess it's plastic in there, but it's got a metal housing around it. So yeah, I might get a new recoil spring, stainless steel or something. But yeah, anyway, this is Jacob with Good to Go Gear. I guess I'm kind of starting to branch into firearms. So just remember to keep your edges sharp, your gear oiled and good to go, because you never know when you're going to need it. Thanks.